Kentucky in their home white, this night with denim. It's the denim blue as a throwback to the '96 national championship team and their denim. Felix Okpara, by the way, is available tonight for Tennessee. He's been out for a few games. He will not start, but he is available, which gives them another big man. Dwayne Brown throws it up, and alley-oop to Estrella. It's 2-0.
Kentucky, you're going to have to defend multiple sides of the floor tonight. Tennessee got that ball to the third side. An easy rack attack from Brown.
Kentucky starting five. You focus on Malachi Moreno, who has been outstanding lately, the big man in the middle. Mark Pope says we want to get the ball in his hands more and more. Oweh got a chance for three to start. Goes to the line, the 66% free throw shooter, and can't get that to go.
You don't want those drives by Oweh to result in and-ones.
Gillespie pulls up, and he throws it all the way to the roof, and it falls into the bucket.
Well, he was good in the first matchup off the bounce with that jump shot, and a good clean start for Gillespie in this one.
Yeah, Mark Pope reminded us he was 4 of 4 off the bounce, which was what we just saw. He'll get it low to Moreno. Quickly defended by Brown, but KB Burdett sees a whistle. And the second foul early against Tennessee. Now, Mark Pope, I asked him how special is this weekend. He said, honestly, every weekend is special, but I mean, to have all his boys around, it must be pretty cool. And he's the one that really orchestrated the whole denim thing. He wanted it a couple of different times earlier, and this is the night they get a chance to debut it. You see some of the coats on some of those kids from the '96 team who are now just young men.
Boy, a really good slip by Yelovich off that baseline out of bounds under, making Tennessee play for that aggressive defense.
Ament Oweh, always giving up about 6 inches on the defensive end to Ament. Boswell, hard drive, really difficult pass. Did that go off Yelovich? No, it did not. It went through his legs. It's a turnover. And Boswell and Barnes are both suggesting that hit Yelovich. I thought it might have too.
It is awfully early for a coach's challenge right now if you're Rick Barnes, as close as this game's going to be going down the stretch.
Moreno deep, too deep, and he gets it to go.
Kentucky going right at Tennessee early in this game. 3 out of their opening 4 possessions.
Ament pulls. That's no good. Yelovich, good rebound on the defensive end. Oweh sees a lane. He lays it up and in. Moreno with one of those roadblock screens helped clear the lane.
Man, how good is Oweh in the open floor? The combination of strength, speed, and power.
Gillespie had a 3, pulled it to a 2, and knocked it down.
Yeah, I like his decision, though. He took up the slack, knocked down the open 15-footer. Boy, if you're Kentucky, you've got to be physical against those Tennessee screens in the half court.
Aberdeen speed, and he lost his control, then the ball. Oweh trying to stay in front of Boswell. Did a good job, and another difficult pass, Jimmy, to handle for a big man.
Well, the last 2 Kentucky hoops tells you that Mark Pope has said, hey, we've got to hold our own or win the war inside tonight. Moreno, the young freshman, goes right at the chest of Estrella, makes that contact first, and that's how you score in the interior. And there's that roadblock screening action that Kentucky is so good at in the open court.
You mentioned it. They have gone inside a lot. 8 points all inside the paint for the Wildcats. Aberdeen has got 10. He finds Chandler. Got Ament off the floor, didn't take it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Aberdeen off to the right. Moreno had it. And it's going to be a foul on 9 minutes.
Yeah, his best game of his career, even going back to Oklahoma State, Brandon Garrison, midweek.
Big Daddy Brandon, part of his post-game press conference, saw his young son with him, who was adorable. Double team on Ament. And now one-on-one again. 6-inch height advantage over Owe. Brother's a football player, and he's playing defense like a football player, but it leaves Boswell wide open for a three. Ament up and no. Tap back up, no, by Brown. Another offensive rebound in the hands of Ament. Free throw jumper, no good. Loose ball, here comes Kentucky. They got numbers. Watch out for Owe, and he couldn't control it.
Man, Tennessee misses a lot of shots at the rim in conference play.
Gillespie way off to the right and out of bounds.
I mean, they get the ball there, but they miss at a high clip. A concern for Rick Barnes early in this game, I'm sure.
What's your biggest concern? The ability of Kentucky to work in the paint?
I think that has Tennessee's attention right off the bat, because Mark Pope,
and he is 0 for 3 in the game. He's picked up a couple of rebounds and a couple assists in 5 minutes, so he sits for the first time. And good to have everybody along with us on a Saturday in which the ESPN family of networks is showing 27 college basketball games.
Man, from Duke, Carolina to Tennessee, Kentucky, Houston, BYU. Man, what an evening of college ball.
No doubt about it. Diabate always into the game. So far, all their points have come in the paint. 8 of them as Aberdeen heads in there. And Owe moves it to Garrison. A little too strong. Brandon Garrison is not a three-point shooter by trade. Chandler's probably their biggest threat. Aberdeen as well. Neither of these teams live and die by the three, like so many others in college basketball.
Yeah, Tennessee making the fewest in SEC play out of all 16 teams, about 6.5 per game.
But this guy is the one guy who can knock him down, and Gillespie does it again. He killed Kentucky in their first meeting, and he's off to a hot start here with 8.
And that's his second made three-point shot in this game off the bounce. He was 4 for 4 the last time they played, 1 for 16 since. Man, right back to those pull-up jump shots tonight.
Really good pass into Diabate, who finds Chandler. Ball fake, step. Too strong. And a good rebound by the freshman Brown.
Ravi, Kentucky has shot the ball at a 47% clip from 3 in the 4 matchups between Mark Pope and Rick Barnes. That's an extremely high clip.
Why do you think Gillespie has such success? Is it just seeing Kentucky on the uniform?
Yeah, it might be.
Pull up too strong. Chandler now. 3 on 3 as the numbers even out. But Diabate sees a lane, and he had his shot denied by the rim.
Well, Tennessee's got numbers if they'll rush. Watch behind.
Brown. Behind him is Diabate, who reached in and is called potential of the world here. Given his size, his great footwork, he missed the free throw there, and it's a 12-8 Tennessee lead.
Keep an eye on that free throw number for Tennessee. 68% in league play. Not good.
Another good hands by Gillespie to knock it away from Owe.
Boy, they ambush the ball, do they not, the team in orange?
They do. There's Owe, and that one does not go down. Up and in, and that is Garrett. Last night in a slugfest at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, people talk about the SEC being the most physical league. That game last night between St. John's and UConn was just body blow after body blow, and a huge win for Rick Pitino. Gave UConn their, second loss?
Yep, 21-2, I think. And Estrella missed one inside. Those are the types of points they think Estrella should be converting at a higher rate. Jasper Johnson in to Garrison. Difficult pass with a left to Owe, who kind of stopped his cut.
With a turnover for Kentucky, starting to pile up early in this game, just a little.
By a seal off by Carey. Great hustle there by the freshman Johnson. Great hustle as he submarined under the bigger Carey.
Jalen Carey trying to duck move and blow up his defender, but man, Kentucky fought hard and got their body off that duck move. Look at Trent Noah, man, he's just fighting for all he's got. He reaches the left paw in, and Jasper Johnson, the freshman, comes in as well. Big time effort, as you would expect in a game like this.
Those 50-50 balls are going to be very, very big. White uniforms, and as Jimmy said, denim blue tonight for Kentucky. That's the plan that Pope had launched a while ago. Wanted to get him out earlier, but they had to step in. The kid from Harlan, Kentucky, has played well. Had a famous sort of shush after he knocked down a big 3 against Arkansas to the crowd. This is the crowd you want loud as Garrison backs his butt all the way down, denied by Brown. Well, we know what Brown can do for them on that trip.
Boy, tremendous rotation down by Dwayne Brown. The timing of his rotation, Ravi, was exceptional.
Boswell, a soft pass, and again, we're diving into the hardwood. And a fight for it, and the possession arrow goes the way of Kentucky, but we got arms up, which means there's going to be a foul on that play.
Yeah, if you don't want to fight, don't check in this ball game. And Rick Barnes told his guys that this is not a revenge game. I know they got us a couple of weeks ago. This is our next game. And Mark Pope with a similar message. Hey, when Tennessee comes to town, these games mean more.
They beat Syracuse in the final 76-67. And that team, of course, was coached by Pitino and captained by Pope. Ament, line drive short on a 3 to miss. And Yelovich with a defensive rebound.
Yeah, Tony Delk was the MVP of that Final Four. He actually made 7 threes in the national title game to beat Syracuse. That still is tied for the most made threes in the title game with Steve Alford back in 1987, and then Dave Seeger for Oklahoma versus Kansas in '88. 7 made threes by Tony Delk that night.
Been the dominant program in the SEC as Yelovich will line up a 3 that's off to the right. With their SEC titles, with their tournament titles, and of course as recognizable a college basketball brand as there is in the world, the University of Kentucky. Estrella, an easy one there.
So good as a short roll is Estrella. Ravi, he gets that ball and immediately his eyes go to the rim. Where's the help coming from? Do I have one for myself or a drop off? Tough to handle with that type size and those kind of paws.
And you see the way Ament's impacted the game, Jimmy. That was his 3rd assist. He doesn't have a point yet.
Wow,
and Oweh pulls his way in, and wouldn't you know it, Bishop Boswell takes another one to the nose face area.
Bishop Boswell is averaging about 3 hard hits to the nose per game right now in SEC play. This is just best on best. Bishop Boswell is the best on-ball defender that Rick Barnes has. Oweh, the best driver from Pope. And the guy in white 00 just won that grown man war.
Oweh missed the free throw badly. Kentucky right now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Something to keep an eye on as this game progresses. Looks like Oweh had his arms wrapped around Ament, and that is the call from Pat Adams on the baseline. Try to set a low screen to free up Ament. Oweh grabbed him like a offensive tackle would grab a would-be defensive lineman. 34-2, there they are. That's Mark Pope wearing number 41, and of course Rick Pitino holding the microphone as they celebrate that natty. Estrella inside, no. Rebound battle won by Moreno as he and Brown, a couple of freshmen, got caught up there.
Ravi, another missed 4-footer by Tennessee in this first half.
Aberdeen all the way to the basket.
That cannot happen. I applaud Aberdeen. He took exactly what the defense gave him. But no one was talking, pointing with an urgency for Tennessee.
Sellout crowd of 20,000 plus on its feet. Ament sits him down.
That is classic backside bomb by Tennessee to reverse that ball with 2 passes.
He's trying to do it again, bull his way to the baseline. That time cut off. They'll start this with 10 on the shot clock. Estrella edges out on Aberdeen to leave a good 3-point shooter, Noah. Aberdeen launch. Too strong. Good offensive board. Oweh. Denied by Brown. Watch it. Picked off by Yelovich. And he will get fouled. Big problem right now is going to be their free throws,
no
since
doubt.
they have missed their first 5 attempts. 3-point lead, Volunteers. Midway through the first, Ament. That has a lot more arc on it. Knocked down a second 3.
Yeah, I said can't. You cannot go under on Nate Ament. And Oweh, as good of a defensive player he is, he's tried to take the shortcut. And Ament says, not on me.
Ament's confidence is growing and growing.
Yeah.
Similar to what you see with Houck at Florida. They want the ball in Moreno's hands more often. That time it slipped out of them, and it's a turnover on Kentucky. They want him in his hands, Jimmy, because he's a very good passer, similar to Condon with Florida.
Yeah, Moreno and Yelovich at that 4 and 5 spot for Kentucky. Now you're seeing that zoom action come into play a little bit. Their interior passing typically clean. And Tennessee right now, they're getting that ball side to side. They're not turning it over, making Kentucky work in the half court.
Amen is hot. Do they go to him again? He has it. One-on-one with Owe, giving up 6 inches on defense. Carey tries to set the screen. Amen pulls up. Just too tall.
Ravi, how tough was that? He had to fight his way, first of all, to come off that ball screen. And then Owe clamps down, chokes off the water, but he fights off the pressure, just elevates over the top.
How quickly Amen got from no points to 8 points. Owe, three-pointer is good. And right now, Burdett is calling it a 2. Difficult shot there from Otega Owe. Gillespie's got Amen. He's got a 3. He's got another, and it's all net, and it's all Nate.
What a job by Gillespie, though, to play off 2 feet. Didn't go in there off of 1 and do anything off balance.
Owe. Boy, difficult drive there with Brown.
Ravi, why gamble on Owe? You're giving the best guy downhill an easy pass.
Carey has it. Gillespie wide open. Splash! And Tennessee is red hot right now.
And they only make Tennessee 6.5 threes.
And how Rick Barnes has coached him.
Well, he made the perfect decision for Nate Amen. He needed someone that's going to hold him accountable every day. You know Coach Barnes is going to do that. But also believe in him and keep his spirit going. Nate Amen's the 13th McDonald's All-American in the history of Tennessee basketball. You knew eventually it was going to click, and it certainly has.
Right, so he's out of the game. Chandler into the game, made a nice pass to Owe. Estrella got it, got rid of it too quickly, and Yelovich grabbed the board.
Yeah, why rush? He's got a wingspan advantage on the inside, Estrella does.
Aberdeen, very difficult turnaround at the free throw line.
I think that's where Kentucky's at their best right now. Early offense, one-on-one with Aberdeen or Owe.
Gillespie, that one is off. And that's going to be on Chandler, who came in.
And into the game was your best option. The problem is none of those guys have the length to take away the vision of Nate Amen in his game.
And Estrella is underneath. He now has Garrison on him. Gillespie, 10 seconds on the shot clock for Boswell. He pulls up. No good, out of bounds, off Carey. Jimmy, the great basketball continues. We've seen it all day. They've been great games. Halftime report will certainly get you up to date on everything. But next, we go out to Provo, Utah for number 8 Houston and number 16 BYU.
Ravi, 2 possessions ago, Nate Amen came off of a ball screen and found that 15-foot pull-up jump shot. There's another freshman in the country that can do it with that type of length. This is the kid from BYU coming up next, A.J. DeBonta. Those 2 dudes are elite for that length and the pull-up ability.
Aberdeen got by his man, laid it up, just came up a little short. Amen tweaked his left leg. He looks like he's okay. Gillespie, another high arcing 3 that finds the bottom.
What a pass by Boswell to get out in front of the play and find Gillespie circling behind.
But Gillespie 14, Amen 11. They have 25 of Tennessee's 31. Diabate down low, didn't take it. Aberdeen, yes. Corner 3 gives a look to the Tennessee bench on his way back. And Garris tonight, his 4 threes in this first half matched the most he's had in any game. He did that against Rutgers. Kentucky hanging in there though as Noah bangs in both free throws. 6-point game, 3 minutes to go. And Noah's getting some productive minutes, but a blow by there. Sets up Boswell. And he knocked it down. Man, they're making these 15-footers.
2 really big pull-ups by Boswell in this first half. Just sucked up the slack that the defense gave him and popped him.
Noah on the cut, into the lane. Brown with another block.
Noah needed more arc.
You won.
Well, he did, right?
Yes, he did.
Yep. Uh-oh. Moving screen, I believe, right?
It looks like it. And I think that's going to be the 2nd foul on Okpara.
Well, credit Trent Noah, though, for being a physical defender. If you're not trying to blow stuff up in this game, you're not going to get that call. And If you're Kentucky, Ravi, we talked about physicality against Tennessee. You have to be physical on this end of the floor as much as the defensive end of the floor, because Tennessee will give you nothing.
Chandler in the paint, fired it up there. Big battle. Brown's done a lot in traffic. And here comes Boswell. The cutters,
Wow.
Ament, and the dunk.
What a pass by Boswell in traffic. He had to slow down just enough and find that angle for Ament on the left side.
Ament's got 16 here in the first half. Good defense against Aberdeen to stay in front. Yelovich, just a head-down drive down to the baseline, and then he gets picked. Here's Ament again. The floater,
Wow.
it goes!
Are you kidding me? Can I get
the half? It's scary for opponents to see what Ament's been able to do in his last 2 halves of college basketball. Every trip now in the last 90 seconds feels very important for Kentucky. Johnson, good roll there. Moreno, yes, too good.
a very tight window for Aberdeen to find Moreno. Moreno's got great hands. That young kid doesn't fumble too many things at all around that rim.
And speaking of stock rising, Malachi Moreno's is going as well. Quainton's the 7-footer. He's not available tonight. Alley-oop, Okpara just deflected it in. Well, Kentucky is having difficulty denying Tennessee from 3 and at the rim. Vols are shooting 57% in the half and 61% from 3. And they blow the whistle. He is being so high. He is a defensive nightmare matchup for every opponent.
Yeah. Kentucky now is going to extend their zone press a little bit. Gillespie just single-handedly works his way through it. Versus zone look by Kentucky in this game. They'll switch it out till about 10 seconds and normally match up man-to-man, short clock.
Well, Gillespie's going to try. And a rare miss from 3 for Gillespie tonight. Just about 1 second difference, shot and game clock here in the first half. Estrella, Owe. No good, rebound with 10 seconds to go. It's Tennessee basketball.
Yeah, set a ball screen, get downhill. You got 6 seconds to work with.
Gillespie. No good. Yeah, they got it. That's right, Johnson.
We don't believe Tennessee's going to make 8 threes again in the second half. But, man, let's be in that airspace and make sure.
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah,
they have that play diagram. Moreno got it in his hands. And Owe with a backdoor cut.
Yeah, just burn that initial pressure off that Tennessee came out with.
So they move Chandler onto Ament to start the second half. Gillespie gives a look up at the shot clock, sees it now, says 8, penetrates. Ooh, Owe. They come down with
To start the second half by Owe.
and a good screen by his teammate Yelovich. Gillespie too strong with that free throw. Tennessee made 5 of 8 in the first half, and then their shooting from the floor was terrific. Still 55% from the stripe. Second one is good as Yelovich and Brown meet on the hardwood. This was a very, very loud building as they celebrated the '96 national championship team. They keep looking for things to get excited about, and a reality that he may go. Can't wait for Houston BYU tonight, 10:30 Eastern time. Head back to the hotel room and get set for some unbelievable basketball out west. Basketball's been great all day long.
Well, 2 of the top 5 or 6 freshmen in the country going at it. Kingston Fleming's. What I like about his game, he can do it all, but Kelvin Sampson's allowing that kid to play about 32 minutes a game. I think that's the second per minutes played that Kelvin Sampson puts on the floor. That's how much trust he has in Kingston Fleming's.
Fleming's just another one of those freshmen, Jimmy. How many freshmen this year do teams design their plays to go to when you need a bucket? And Fleming's is one of them. Brown's a freshman. He got denied by another one, Moreno. 7 on the shot clock. Dangerous time with Gillespie, and the ball splits the defense. Lays it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Boswell. He will stick his nose anywhere.
Well, he is first to the fight, is he not, Boswell?
He is. Wide open, Estrella for an easy one.
That's all Bishop Boswell, though. That loose ball rebound is a loose ball assist.
Aberdeen separates and gets the friendly roll here at Rupp.
I just think Denzel Aberdeen is thinking, what did I do the last time against Tennessee in the second half?
Yep.
I went isolation basketball and went downhill.
That's off of Amen. Chandler wins the race to the ball. He's got Yelovich with him, finds him for the flush. Down to 9. Chandler is all over Nate Amen. Boswell, hard cut. Up and 2 free throws coming out.
And being patient, not breaking his spirit, staying hard on him, driving him every day, holding him accountable. It's probably about as good a job as he's done as a head coach.
Which says a lot, given the players he's had over his career, including Kevin Durant and, of course, Grant Williams in Tennessee, to name just a few. Yelovich was straight on, but a long rebound. Goes to Brown, who's starting to rack up a pretty impressive total when it comes to rebounds. Seven boards for the freshman Brown. Sets the pick. Amen went off the backboard, and that wasn't good. Numbers favor Tennessee back on defense.
Wow,
and how about the hands of Boswell?
What a rip by Bishop Boswell.
Good hands by Chandler. Back to Ament. Up and in.
But again, another play triggered by 3 in orange.
Yep.
A program built on hard work, and no one outworks Bishop Boswell.
Lead was 9, now back to 13. Boswell, the unsung hero. Chandler knocks down another 3. Colin Chandler, second of the night.
I'm a big Colin Chandler fan, man. He's fast and forceful with his ball fakes, his shot fakes, shoot that thing with confidence.
Brown head down, cleared space, threw it up. That was denied. Out of bounds, Kentucky basketball. He actually looked back on it and said, I knew the play they were running. I knew what they were going to do. Stepped in for a steal, trying to get it under 10 again. Backdoor cut, Chandler. Up, and no, too strong. He may have gotten hit in the head on that rebound by Tennessee, but he's back up. Boswell's 3, that's no good. Crashing, what a job by Amari.
I think 2 assists. He's exceeded that already with 21 and 5, and no sign of being done.
Nate Amen's become a 20-point machine. He's got it for the 8th time this year, 5th in the last 7 games, 3rd in a row. Every trip important for the Cats. They need points and stops. Akpara back in the game. Owe. Good defense that time by Boswell again. Loose ball. Aberdeen won that. Didn't need to fire it up, but it worked anyway.
That foot race to the ball, man, is so important. And Aberdeen just the best athlete in the open floor.
Carey, Evans, Akpara into the game, out of bounds off Tennessee. Good help by Brandon Garrison, or BG as his teammates call him.
Have you heard me say before that some baskets are worth more than the 2 or 3 points they result in? This might be it. Watch Aberdeen. The foot race to the ball, bam, beats a good athlete, Bishop Boswell. No hesitation on the rise and fire.
Yelovich, that's deflected away. Here's Boswell. Oh, what a job to ran his butt off to get back there, and it certainly looked like a clean block. So the lead goes back to 10.
Boy, the battle line, which is the line of scrimmage on that ball screen defense, is probably going to determine the second half.
Diabate goes up strong that time to avoid an Amen block.
Good find by Garrison to get that basketball and square his shoulders up to the middle of the lane, and his vision took him to the cut.
Diabate's first 2 of the night. Akpara from the free throw line, no good. Owe, a nice rip. Owe's got 14 points, and that's just his 3rd rebound of the night.
There needs to be on the official stat sheet a line for bad shots taken, and that might have been one.
Owe, that's way too strong and off. Good job by Evans there with the rebound. Carey's gonna camp out down low. He's got Aberdeen on him.
Yeah, it's time to get Nate Ament back involved offensively. Rick Barnes barking the same thing.
Seven on this shot clock. Gillespie. Evans will launch. Well, Tennessee certainly colder than they were in the first half. Now just 2 of 9 here in the second.
Well, watch the roof if Kentucky knocks one down here.
Aberdeen with Akpara on him. Diabate all the way, and here we go. No for Gillespie, 2 of 10 in the second half.
Just a couple of bad shot selections by Tennessee in this Kentucky run.
No, Jimmy, they loosened the roof. And that would have blown it off, but no on the 3 from Aberdeen.
Well, this will be a play call by Rick Barnes. Going to guard his own team right now. He has to make sure he gets a good look on this possession.
Ament baseline, double teamed in the corner. It's knocked away from him. Boy, if ever Kentucky could use one, it's here. Noah. Diabate. No foul called, out of bounds, it'll stay.
Contact by Ament that didn't get called would have been a huge foul.
Jasper Johnson getting some productive minutes here for Kentucky, the freshman, right here out of Lexington, and there is a whistle. No way to inbounds. Diabate. Boy, that one was easily picked if Boswell had raised up or someone yelled to him. Owe throws it up to the rim. That may have been a pass, and Garrison comes down with it. And now finds Johnson, who takes the 3. Can't make it. That one may have gone off Boswell, and it did. Kentucky may be out hustling them right now.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Boswell trying to wedge rebound on that backside. You think he got caught in a size mismatch. So you got to wedge and fight. Those coaches' challenges, Ravi, they're so crucial, man, in a tight game like this, knowing you might need one down the stretch.
Fascinating lineup that he's got out there. There's no Chandler, there's no Yelovich, and there's no Moreno. Johnson, strong left hand up, no good, but he draws the foul on Gillespie. Kentucky's last lead, for those wondering, 8-7. Gillespie open 3. That's no good. Estrella had it, and Brown turned the wrong way. He would have had a layup. Ament has the ball 40 feet from the bucket with 5 seconds to go. Brown, no good. Moreno has it. This could be a 1-point game.
Really good ball screen defense by Kentucky, Ravi, on that possession.
Johnson to make it a 1. No. Pretty play, Gillespie, no good. Tip by Brown, no good. Tennessee this half is 2 of 13 from the floor. Chandler. And how about the empty trips for the Cats the last 3 possessions?
Does Rick Barnes slow this thing down a little bit? The last 4 times these 2 teams have played, we've not gotten above the 67 possessions. And Rick Barnes again, play calling right now in front of his bench. Can he get 10 in orange involved? He's down there, they're gonna run floppy action for him.
Update the stats. Tennessee is 2 of 15. That's 13% this half. And Ament wasn't quick enough with the trigger, so Johnson back on him. Baseline contact at the buzzer, no good. They'll call the shot clock violation. It'll be Kentucky basketball. And man, Jimmy, this is deja vu all over again.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Nate Ament, they put him in floppy action, gave him the option to go off of either side of a pinned down screen. And once he caught that ball, they're going to take away the middle from Ament, force him to go left, and a good job by Diabate to not get hung up on Brown and bring that second defender right to the chest of Nate Ament.
Moreno has got Gillespie on him. Huge height advantage. Backdoor move and a cut from Oway. Timeout, Tennessee. And then next weekend, Saturday on ABC, we will have Kentucky at Florida.
Yeah. Every game is magnified now in this league and across the country, and every possession is magnified in a game like this at the under 8.
How about the minutes Jasper Johnson is getting on the floor? Bounce pass, Oway, great cut.
He is so good starting on the left side on a dribble handoff, get into his NASCAR cuts, getting downhill, turn it to that left shoulder. He is a force.
20,000 on their feet here at Rupp Arena. Good hands, Moreno, and he can't keep it inbounds.
Well, Otega Oway coming out of that timeout. Mark Pope says, here's my guy. I'm going to let you come off of a cut right there. That's just that NASCAR cut. Turn into his left, full speed with force. One of the sweet plays that Mark Pope goes to out of timeout for Otega Oway.
4 games in his career against Tennessee. He'd never gone over 14 points. He's got 18. And he's made 9 of 15 shots, double-zero in white. Gillespie, Estrella, that's blocked. Ament, good ball fake, but he is called with a shot clock violation. Give Kentucky's defense credit, Jimmy. They have been outstanding this half. Tennessee is 3 of 20.
They have been the more physical team in the second half. Kentucky has. It's hard to out-physical Tennessee. That's exactly why they're within a made basket of Rupp Arena exploding.
You ask those around the Kentucky program, so what's changed? The word they use is they've gotten way more physical than they were at the beginning of the year.
Their bigs practice a lot of times with boxing gloves on for segments in practice right now.
Chandler, great dish. Moreno, boy, what hands, and no whistle. Oswell was surrounded by 5 shirts that were white. 3 no good, going the other way. They're going to get
Oway getting hot on the defensive end at the right time.
Oway, baseline. Oh my goodness! He got it to go, and Kentucky's got its first lead since 8-7. Oway has 20. Can't put that much English on a basketball.
And you can't turn it over on this possession if you're Tennessee.
Boy, that ball may have been deflected in by Diabate.
What a hard, tough, determined drive by Bishop Boswell.
Oway is feeling it. The dish to Diabate. Chandler! Too strong. Diabate fighting against Estrella. Boy, this is a physical battle right now.
Tennessee only 14 fouls. They still have a couple to give before Kentucky gets in that bonus.
Estrella, he went in hard, denied, tip, no good. Ament. Yes, and he's got a chance for
that we have to look at.
Oway, second free throw, no good, so the lead is 3. Oway, 21 points. Estrella, no good. He was fading away from the rim. Carey gives up an easy 2, and that one is blocked by Moreno. Bad pass there, and Evans went back like a defensive back and just picked it off. It was lazy and slow.
Ravi, Kentucky leads the SEC. They block 14 out of every 100 shots. Very difficult to get the ball to the rim against Kentucky.
Amen. How about Chandler? Boy, the defense has been ratcheted way up. Garrison. Oh, he quickly tried to lay it up, and how about The number of shots Kentucky has missed in the paint.
And Tennessee, make your layups, make your free throws. It's amazing how those numbers affect the outcome of a game.
Good hands, and on the floor, Gillespie. Jump ball, possession arrow stays with Tennessee. First meeting, Kentucky scored 15 points off Tennessee turnovers. Tonight, Tennessee has got 12 turnovers, and Kentucky has turned it into a bunch of points. Now they get 7, and Estrella's looking for somebody, and he was eyeing Carey, who never really presented an opportunity, and he forced that turnover pass. Oway, big drive, another one that rolls off the rim. That time Garrison cleans it up.
Yeah, that's the physicality that Brandon Garrison has started playing with. Man, we knew Duke Carolina would be a heated game. This one's going to be Houston BYU coming up.
Yeah, Oway, that's a foul.
Points.
Evans out and Boswell back in. Gillespie's hands deflected it. Kentucky get the ball to Oway and trying to get that lead. Look at Okpara. He can play defense against anybody, and he's way out top. Garrison's got Boswell on him. Aberdeen's going to have to throw it up. He does. No good.
Defensive clinic by Tennessee. They pinched off those elbows and took away every gap attack by Kentucky.
$20,000 verbal defenders on their feet trying to help the guys on the floor.
Chandler,
just got
grabbed.
Yeah, advantage Tennessee, 2.5 to go.
Arm shooters that are tired, they miss. Leg shooters that are tired, they make.
Moreno, good passer. Pushes Okpara deep. Skyhook is good.
How good is this guy now and going to be? I mean, he went right at Felix Okpara, which every coach in the league will tell you may be the best inside defender in this league.
Moreno has 9. Chandler playing with 4 fouls. Ament, the pull-up, no good. Chandler knocked it.
Otega Oway in that situation game at the start of this thing, and here we are. Oway on Nate Ament. That is good on good.
3 fouls on Oway. Ament to his left with 8 on the shot clock. Here comes Okpara. Blows by the screen, up and in for Nate Ament.
How about that explosive first step by Ament in a short clock? Unguardable with a long stride.
29 in the game for Ament. And there's another timeout by Pope.
Aberdeen's been good on the ball screen.
And a much improved point guard, Aberdeen. Moreno now has a switch. He's got Boswell on him. Oway. Kick. Chandler 3. Right on the money! Kentucky by 2.
I told you, he's Kentucky's best pressure shooter. Delivered. And you got 3 dribbles at most. Give it back to Gillespie.
Yep.
He's got a chance.
Half court to tie. Oh! Off the back